Hi! Good morning, Floss Tube. It's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Friday. It is the 22nd of May, and I am back for Chart of the Day video number 37. Because yesterday was 36, so it makes sense that today is 37. Because I know my numbers, maybe. So how are you today? It is another gloomy, nasty day out. It's supposed to rain all day. Tomorrow is supposed to be nice, mid-80s, and sunny. So I will be closed tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. I'm going to try and get all my outdoor stuff done tomorrow. I'm gonna remove Christmas and remove Halloween and hose off or power wash the front of the house, pull some weeds. I told you my pergola had fallen over with my clematis and honeysuckle. Dan's got it upright, but it kind of needs to be rearranged a little bit, which I won't do because there's bugs in there. I'll just instruct Dan on what I want him to do because I'm not putting my hands in there. There's bugs. So that's going to be my tomorrow is outdoor work. I'll probably be totally exhausted by the time I'm done because it's outside and outside makes you tired. But it'll be a good kind of tired, and I'll feel so much better having the yard cleaned up and past holidays put away. So, okay, question of the day from yesterday was regarding security blankets or stuffed animals or dolls or whatever. Doesn't seem like a lot of you had a problem with them, either yourself or with your kids. A lot of them had something that they liked to take but didn't have a total meltdown if they couldn't find it. Emma has total meltdowns if she can't find puppy. So that could be an issue in the future. But it was interesting to read about the different things that people were attached to. And I thank you for responding. While I'm doing thank yous, again, thank you for another week of support. It has been a busy week here. And when I say busy, it's all relatively speaking, because I am not Teresa Vanette kitchen stitcher busy. Not in any way, shape, or form. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. My nose all of a sudden started running and I didn't want to wipe it with my hand. So anyway, not kitten stitcher busy. I don't know how she does that. That's craziness. I don't know if you watched her video where she was talking about what a typical day is for her and what a slow day is for her. And I am so totally not in that ballpark. I don't know how she does it, even with two other people helping her. I am just me. It's just me here. So I get 12 orders a day, and it takes me all day to get them done. So it was busy yesterday. The phone didn't ring quite as badly yesterday, but there were a lot of emails and a lot of fabric to cut. So anyway, all that to say thank you for another week of your support. I really do appreciate it. I will be able to make the rent again this month, so that's good. So we're good for June anyway. Let's see. I've already said I will be closed this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So maybe we're ready for the chart of the day for today. I think. Yep. Which is part of a series, and I'll show you the other parts of the series that I have. I'm missing, I think, one. I think I'm out of one of them. Let me get it out of the plastic so we don't have to deal with glare. It's the Sew Together series from Jeanette Douglas. This one is number 6, Ribbons and Trims. It came out at Market. It's a really cute little series. You could choose to stitch them all on one. I think originally these were only supposed to be 4, and then I'd sent her an inquiry because I had a customer who wanted to know, was it just going to be a series of 4, or were there going to be more after that? And originally, I think what she told me is that yes, it was only going to be 4, but then after my inquiry she got to thinking and she decided to expand it to 8. So I think there's probably 2 more still coming. These would make great, I mean, you could do them all together and they'd be adorable. So I'm just going to show you. Okay, so this is number 6. This is number 5, which is Buttons and Bows. Number 4 is Flax and Linens, or linen and flax, however you want to say that. I'm missing number 3. Number 2 is Pins and Needles. And number 1 was Samplers. And yes, you can do them all on one, or you could do 4 and 4, or 2 together, or 4 in a long row. But I also think it would be really cute. Okay, say my friend Mary is having a birthday, or I just want to get her a gift. So you could stitch this up and then in the package buy some pretty little ribbons and trims and include that. Or on the Pins and Needles, you could stitch pins and needles up and include some rusty pins and package of needles, and that would make a nice little gift for people. So it could be used that way too. If you stitch them on a small enough count, you could do a tree with them. So they're a very versatile little pattern. The called for fabric is, I don't know, Barn Owl Beige from Lakeside Linens, which is a color, no, this is fabric 40 count silk weaver, Barn Owl Beige, or 40 count Lakeside Linens exemplar. So never seen Barn Owl Beige, no idea what it looks like. I do know what exemplar looks like, and I'm sure it would be fine. I did not pull that as a sample though. The colors, it uses a mix of Gentle Arts, Weeks, Classic Colorworks, and DMC. And I am just going to be showing you the colors for the ribbons and trims. That's all I pulled. The back of the chart, these are all the colors that'll be used in the series. The ones that are highlighted in gray are the ones that are used for this particular chart. So I'm just showing you those particular colors. And they look like this. I did have to do 2 subs for the Gentle Arts. I did not have Weathered Barn or Old Red paint, so I just took Baked Apple and Cayenne from Weeks Dye Works. Goes well with the other colors, coordinates with the old brick, which I'm getting low on. So there's your color palette. This is 36 count Winter Brew, which I think would be fine to use. everything shows up. Winter Brew is a really nice, just beige. It has a little bit of light and dark to it, not a whole lot. I don't suppose you can, well, you can see it a little bit. And it has the added bonus of smelling really good. So I do have that. Just as Weigart, now that was 36, and remember the chart calls for 40, so your pieces would be a little bit bigger. Zweigart mushroom. This is a 40 count also. Or this is a 40 count. Since the other one was 36, it wouldn't be also. But it's just a nice neutral. This is, the white is encapsulated amongst other colors, so you don't have to worry about it showing up. If you want something with a little more movement behind it, I did pull vellum. This is 40 count vellum. I don't have a lot of it left. It's kind of greenish. Doesn't look like it on my screen, but it is. These parts here are pretty green. It's just hard to get all the floss to show. So it would look pretty on there. And then if you wanted something that wasn't quite so neutral, you know, feldspar is one of my favorite colors. This is 40 count feldspar. And I think it'd be pretty on there too. There's enough of this peachy, I don't know if you can see it, peachy, pinky color, kind of color. It looks good with the reds. But I think that'd be pretty also. So that is your chart of the day. I'm going to flash those pictures again just really quickly of the rest of them. So again, flax and linen. You could, if you were going to, stitch this up, and you could include a cut of linen in there as part of the gift. Pins and needles we already went over. You could even put a pair of scissors in there. But I think the third chart, the one I'm missing, has something to do with scissors. I'm not sure, but I think. Samplers. Buttons and bows. I like the texture on that basket. Not a hard stitch, so don't let that scare you off. And again, ribbons and trims. So there's your chart for the day. Not sure, I don't think I'll be doing a chart of the day over the weekend. Dan and I are going to try and do a video probably on Sunday. It is supposed to rain all day, so my plan for Sunday is work on retreat projects, try and knock 2 of them out, which would leave me with just one big one left. And then, because I've been kind of ignoring it the last couple of weeks. And then, but we'll do the video first probably, I'm going to guess. And then if there's any day left over, I'll do some stitching. And Monday, I'm not sure what I'll do, whether I'll try and come in and do a little stretching. Because God knows I've got to get that done. So that's what yeah. Depends on how I'm feeling. Still having some neck problems. The collar that I'm wearing at night is helping. It's not quite so tender and painful, but I know stretching is going to irritate it, so I'm not sure I want to go there yet. Maybe another week would be better, to wait another week. So my question of the day, it being a Memorial Day weekend, what do you normally do for Memorial Day? It was never a particularly big event in our house. My mom's family is all up 4 hours away, so we never went to visit grave sites. My dad's are 2 hours away. Again, we never went to visit a grave site. I don't particularly have an urge to go into, and Mom and Dad are still not, they're still at the funeral home. Once the weather gets nice enough and we feel it's safe, we'll probably have a little memorial service and put their ashes in the vault. But so far we haven't. We didn't want to do it in the dead of winter, and then the COVID started, so they are still at the funeral home. But I don't have a particular need to go and stand in front of a wall or a vault or a headstone. I kind of feel like if I want to think and talk to my parents, I can do that anytime. And I know it's important to a lot of people. They go, they take flowers. We were just never raised that way, and I just don't have a particular need to do that. I talk to Mom and Dad all the time, so. Anyway, I do like to go to cemeteries, though. I like to look at the old headstones. And read, there's some quirky things people put on headstones. So we've never done anything for Memorial Day. It's just been a day off, basically. So what do you normally do in a normal year when you could have a family gathering or whatever? What's your normal Memorial Day weekend look like? And that is all of the official business. I wanted to show you something. I really am missing going to the antique show malls and browsing. And so last weekend I did a little Etsy shopping. At this point I don't even remember everything that I ordered, but I did order quite a few things. So one of them came in the mail yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you. He's a pig. Isn't that pig cute? Look at him. He's got a curly Q wire tail. There's his eyes, his little mouth, his ears. He's double-sided. He's got eye and mouth and ear on this side. I just think he's adorable. I've got him hanging on the front of the counter right now, and he just looks really cute there. So, I may do a little shopping this weekend too. You just never know. I do miss going to the antique mall. So, tell me about your weekend. I hope it's a good one. I hope your weather is going to be nice. For those of you who have been getting all the rain, I hope it passes and you dry up. And I do hope if you're going to be cloudy rain already, but it hasn't. It sprinkled just a little bit. So I don't anticipate any rain today. They do say it's going to rain on Sunday and Monday. I'll believe it when I see it. All right, I need to get my day started. Thanks for joining me. Have a good weekend. I will see you at some point this weekend. Take care until then. Bye-bye. Or, as Dan would say, bye.